All right, Apache attack helicopter. Jesus.
Yeah, I can make sound effects.
No! Don't go faster! Sir, don't give the audience that for free. You're good.
That's what OnlyFans is for.
Welcome to the Streamless Podcast. Today we have Rhenvi.
Change is inevitable, except from a vending machine.
Oof.
We also have Soyman.
And mayo's the perfect pizza topping.
Fuck off. Fuck. Cordi.
You find some interesting clothing when you're packing for a move.
And I'm Trixie Mattel's hot younger sister, Ashley Hasbro.
Oh.
That was nice.
That was precious. That was amazing.
Mini Beyonce snaps all around.
I like it.
That was clever. I really, you were so focused on that too, and I was like, "What is it? What? Oh, okay."
I was upstairs changing out the laundry, and I was like, I need a better one than the one that I came up with. And I was like, Trixie Mattel's on my mind. How can I spin this as a joke? And I was like, I got it.
You're like,
I got it.
Perfect.
I mean, how could Trixie not be in someone's mind, right?
Right.
So how have you guys been?
Good.
Yes, we're gonna start with the gremlin early today.
Oh,
Not
no.
even a minute in. And
No,
we're already-
not even.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm surprised the gremlin didn't scare off either of the guests we've had in the
Right?
last couple weeks.
Did I show up on both weeks?
I think he did.
You know, I don't. Ooh. Stay tuned, listeners. We're not sure where the gremlin's going with this.
Oh no, Gremlin was going nowhere. Gremlin was just being the anarchist, bringing chaos for no reason. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
She says, fighting between two souls in one body. Okay, you let us know when you come back, buddy. Yeah, exactly. It's like that guy from Men in Black. I reference him all the time. But like that first farmer dude who's like,
Oh, Edgar.
sugar water.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar.
It's like Cordy splits into that and then back and you're like, are you okay? Oh my god, you guys. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I miss the old Men in Black series stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the new though, so I have no idea what's changed.
I heard the newest one was kind of shit.
A little bit.
Was it?
A little bit. It did not have the charm.
Didn't
It
have
did-
Senior Hottie Pants though. What was his name? Wasn't it Hemsworth in that?
Yes,
Chris Hemsworth.
Hemsworth, and then the
yeah.
gal who plays Valkyrie in Thor
So they were together
Ragnarok.
before.
They literally just took MCU and was like, just you.
Yeah, they copied and pasted them pretty much. They're like, oh, you two already have
Perfect.
chemistry. Okay, we don't care that you might not be able to handle this subject matter, properly. Here, we're just going to put you over here.
Perfect.
It's kind of how it was.
Hot take, Hemsworth overrated.
To a certain extent, I agree.
Oh, listen, I'm sorry, I love you, but that was fighting words.
Sir.
I don't care.
See,
Overrated, especially when you have Evans.
No, see, I
No.
would actually get
Yeah.
a trespassing charge willingly for a Hemsworth. I can't say I would do it for an Evans.
If I had to choose between the two, I'd choose Hemsworth, though.
Let's
See?
get on board.
See?
Let's listen. Get in the bus. We'll just drive over there. We'll camp out. Where is it? We don't know. We'll find out.
I just want to hug him. Just be like,
Aww.
ah.
Yeah, it's too bad he won't return the hug, though.
Just want my insides to hug him, but that's fine. Yeah, it's no big deal.
Well then.
It's like,
Come on.
oh my.
Do you think I was going to sit down and have coffee with him? Like, oh, wow, I want to tell you I've been a huge fan for... No, I want...
Dude,
That's what
I
I
want to
wanna
have
do.
coffee with him. Just to hope that, just look at him when he's finished with his first cup. Just be like, do the thing. Do the thing. Just wait
And I
for
want
him
his
to-
children, so we're on a different page. I can see dramatically. No. I would like to throw it back to our apocalyptic episode when Cordy was living off of like these little pouches. I want to succubus him up and toss him aside. But I just really need to, and I'll be fine. And then if he's still alive, you can have coffee. Let me know how it
But
goes.
look on the bright side, Josh. You'll have Evans to yourself.
Yeah.
What?
More Evan for me.
He is the
More
ass
Evans
of
for
America, isn't he?
Listen, we'll be driving
That's
the
America's
bus.
ass.
We'll be driving the bus, and we'll just be like, and
It's also
Evan's
America's dick.
household. Just drop him off. Continue.
Evan's household.
Yes, this is my stop. Okay, bye. See you later. The doors close. The three of us continue on to a Hemsworth. Like, excuse me. Hello. How are you? All right. Well, it wouldn't be horny on me if we weren't thirsty 3 minutes in, but you know.
Horny on Maine is our 2021 motto.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Too many delicious people out there.
This is true.
But so I've got some questions for you guys. Got some story topics today, maybe for us to expand on. But so I think you guys know I do like makeup pretty much. I mean, a little bit for every stream. I do some sort of something. And I've always wanted to have that cute eyeliner that like all those adorable like Instagram influencers or really pretty people or generic anybody else besides me can do, like winged eyeliner. But goddamn, that shit's hard. And makeup in general is hard. Like I feel like I'm still on like millennial, like high school, college makeup, not the stuff that I see now. It's like the James Charles and the insert makeup influencer here, where you're like, and then set it down, and then bake it, and then also I'm like, what are we baking? What are we doing? This is just makeup. I'm so confused. But they go from like, you know, my trash panda self to like a supermodel, and you're like, how? My makeup doesn't do that. Like, this should be easy, but I think my stuff is broken, and like that's just like just one example of things I think that are just really stupid hard, but should be easy. Like same with like IKEA furniture, sometimes baking, fucking taxes. I mean, home maintenance.
Taxes.
That's the reason why I don't do my own taxes.
Yeah, but like, how does it make? To me, it makes zero sense, right? Like, well, then you have this caveat and this caveat and this caveat. You're like, do I owe or not? Or do you owe me or do I owe you? Or are we just constantly flowing a check back and forth? Like, just which side is it on? Are you paying me?
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
You know what I mean? Like, but it should be easy stuff. Did I exist? Yes. Did I subtract from the population? No. Did I add to the population? No. Okay. Did I make money? Yes. Did I pay taxes? Yes. Done. Like, I feel like there should just, the number of like things that add on. Don't get married, guys, because it adds on to that. Don't buy a house. It adds on to that. Don't invest. It adds on to that. Like, you're just like, oh, okay, that's fine. It's just things that are
yeah,
silly,
but you get way more back when you're married.
No, the fuck you don't. I love you. Oh my god. No, the fuck you don't. Oh,
that's
no,
not from what I've seen from my experience here and where I live, at least.
Especially if you think about, I'm double income, no kid. So we usually owe. We don't get, when I was single and when I start to do our taxes and I put in my single income, my tax refund looks sexy. I had Nate's stupid ass in there, and then it's like, bloop, just kidding. You thought. Or if I start with just his, it's like, oh, it's looking good. Add me in there, it was like, oh, you thought. No. I can tell you the last time I've gotten more in stimulus payments. I've gotten tax refunds in years. Yeah, Cordy. So.
Well, the biggest thing that fucks with my brain about taxes is the government's like, all right, what you got to do is you got to collect all this paperwork from your various jobs and sources of income and all this stuff, right? Yes. And then you got to wade through all the legalese to try to figure this shit out, right? And in the end, you're going to give us all of these forms that you filled out. And if they're wrong, we're going to come audit you because we already know what the answer is, but we're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
It's like, just tell us. Seriously. Because going through all this rigmarole and then the stress of potentially being audited and everything because you did it wrong, even though the government already knows what you're going to owe, like, it makes no sense. Just fucking tell us what we owe or what we're going to get back and be done with it. Don't make us go through all this bullshit to do it. At least that's American taxes. Can't speak to other countries. I don't know how it works.
I sit down with my mom about once a year because she knows shit. And then we go like, put in that number, put in that number, put in that number. Yeah, we done. Want to go coffee?
I mean, that was my taxes when I was back in college.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
One job, that's it. Like, one job, I didn't have a house or anything. Just boom, 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 done. But, like, now that things have diversified and we technically own a home and I'm married and I, in a sense, work 2 jobs because I work at the credit union and I, earn money off of Twitch.
Yeah.
Like, there's that. So, like, there's other things too, because then they're like, okay, well, you contributed to your 401k this year. What did you contribute? Like, why do you need to know that? Why?
That does help you.
No, I know, but it's just like, there's so much. There's so much. Retirement funds, and it's just so complicated now. Like, I miss being in college.
Yeah, but to that point, which is funny because you brought up a really important thing, which is the government already is aware of what's happening. So when you fuck up, they try to audit you, you're just kind of like, wait, what? Like, what's happening? They won't tell you the secrets. Mm-hmm. But they'll let someone fake file on you, which I find hilarious. You submit it and they like do a light double check. And you're like, yeah, whatever, it's fine, good to go. But like, one of the biggest things every year is someone can steal your identity and file your taxes to get your refund or whatever else.
Someone could steal our identity and do unemployment. Yeah. Happened to my boss.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm like, how? But you give me shit if I'm like, if I owe you $1, you'll like hunt me down forever. Like, well, wait a minute. It's funny because like my in-laws actually had theirs stolen this year for their return. They couldn't accept it. Mm-hmm. And so, they're in pieces about it. And I'm like, it's fine. You'll be okay. You're not the only person. It happens to everybody. They cleared up. But the funniest thing is, like, the people who stole it were idiots because they owed. So I'm like, you didn't, you like double fucked yourself. Like, okay, nice try. Like, are you going to pay the bill too? Because, like, I don't think you're gonna. So, it just cracks me up. I'm like, no. But, retirement funds, side note, bonus pro tip people don't know. You want to put as much in there as you can because it shows you have a lower taxable income. And that's been my throwaway is like, I hide a ton of money in my retirement fund. So I don't owe as much at the end of the year. I'm like, shh, you never saw this. Shh, let it happen. Shh. It happened.
But,
I don't understand.
You don't understand, bitch. You don't understand? I don't.
Because it's so unnecessarily complicated. In the States, it's how I feel.
Oh no, we're aware.
Yeah.
Whereas in Denmark, it's like, you fill out these 5 questionnaires, like little questions, and you put in like your monthly income, your yearly income, your expected income, and then I think your household. Mm-hmm. And then...
That would be so nice. That would be so nice. Yeah. Quick, easy, simple, done. And then you send them to the tax people. Yeah, that would be fucking nice. But no, we got to make everything overcomplicated. That's the American way. The steps could be 1, 2, 3, but we have to add in 1, 2, A through Z, and then 3 actually has 29 parts instead of 26. So you got to go double letters like A, B, B. No, we don't know how to go 1, 2, 3. We have to count every micro step in between.
It's weird. I find it funny.
It's
in a terrifying way.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't support your funny, but okay.
But there's different kinds of funny. It's not ha 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 funny. It's more of a like, why?
Yeah, strange. That's a strange funny.
Why?
Because the system that was created years ago doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, that's also a thing. True. And they're instead of rebuilding it from the ground up, they're like, Flex Seal.
Oh my god, the best use of Flex Seal. Thank you.
Please spawn. Please spawn.
Super glue.
Yeah, it's just
glue
like,
gun.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're just going to do this temporary fix here. Don't mind us. We're not putting patches over patches over patches. It's fine. But it's always fine.
But it's always just we're just gonna make sure that it's always going to benefit a certain group of people.
Yeah.
Too. So there's that too.
Yeah, without getting into all of those semantics, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Smurfs are coming.
Interesting. But like that's just one like one example, right? We expanded on, but like stuff that should be fucking easy, but somehow it's stupid fucking hard.
Mhm.
And like you were even talking about a minute ago, like houses and stuff like that. So we both own houses, and
Yeah, me
listen,
and
I feel
Rhenvi.
like and I feel like there's some shit. I mean, we can credit or discredit the school systems all you want, but there's some major shit we missed out in school, and that was how to take care of a fucking house. I've learned with an 80-year-old house all the shit that can go wrong, but goddamn, I thought you were just supposed to move in, take gentle loving care of your house, and call it a day. It was supposed to be easy in my mind, and it was not easy. I've had to deal with plumbing, HVAC, roofing. I've had to replace a bathroom, probably part of the kitchen, electrical. It's ridiculous. I'm like, why is this? I just want to sleep and then binge on my computer occasionally and cook some food. Why are you hard?
I feel like schools should be forced to implement at least a 2-month course of how to balance a budget.
Yep.
How to live in the real world. Let's just start with that. And then like chapter 1 is, hey, here's how to financially take care of yourself on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
Here's how to
Oh my
budget.
God.
Here's how to
Yeah.
do your taxes. These are the basic skills you need in order to take care of a house. Oh,
Unexpected bills.
exactly. Like stuff like that. That would be nice. Like cooking's, learning to cook's, it's kind of important, but you can kind of skate by without having like an actual course on that.
I would rather have cooking than having to learn the Pythagorean theorem that I never use.
Solid. I can get behind that.
Yeah. What is that? A squared plus B squared equals C
Equals
squared?
C squared.
Bitch,
Okay.
I don't even know anymore.
Honestly, my brain started going x
When have I-
equals negative b plus or minus the square root
no.
of.
when have I ever
And
needed
there's
to
more,
use...
but yeah, that was something else. I forget. That was pre-calc or calculus, and my teacher in high school was very musically oriented, which is why that formula is sung to the fight song for U of M.
Don't feel bad, dude. My chemistry teacher, he rapped. He was Jamaican. He rapped.
Yes,
Like, I know, like literally dead ass. Honestly, for the rest of my life, you know about the mole in chemistry?
yeah.
That
Was the bane of my existence.
No,
God.
dude, listen, he had a rap. He's like, my goal was to learn about the mole. The mole is the heart and soul of stoichiometry, and I love chemistry. And he kept going on, like he had bars, and he would play this with like some dope ass music in the background. I will never forget. My goal was to learn about the mole. Ever. The rest of my life. I know mole day is 10/26. I know everything about the mole.
Did you guys do like a preposition song?
No, my English
No?
teachers were not cool.
Mine was to the tune. I don't remember the name of the song. It's like do 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 something like that. So it's have
London
has,
Bridge
blah, blah, blah.
is
Yeah.
falling down.
Have as was were and being bing. Have has had do does did like.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like you just went Super Saiyan on like London Bridge. I'm like, I can't parse what he's saying.
Say
I know
it
their
fast
words.
and you might summon a demon.
Right.
Just a little bit. Jesus. Oh my god.
My chemistry teacher let us play Xbox. That's what we did.
This explains a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
All right.
played with magnesium in one class, and then we played Halo multiplayer.
Oh man,
School
It's-
systems. They're
yeah.
real interesting.
And
But no, go ahead.
one of my things, though, for
Yeah.
stupid hard things that it's not for most people. It's like, yeah, let's do this. We got this. We're cool. Making phone calls to places you've never called or people you've never called. The anxiety that I get from that is ridiculous. Like, if I have to call to make a doctor's appointment, God forbid, oh my God, I freak out for like a half hour beforehand. I'm good at work because I'm like, well, these are coworkers, and like I can separate that part of my brain somehow that I can't when it's in my personal life. But when it comes to contacting people for the first time, like if I have to call and find out pricing for something or whatever, no. I have almost a mental breakdown before that because I am not normal. Welcome to my life if you haven't, known that before.
It's never phone calls for me. For me, it's Not going up to a drive-through. I can do that on my own, but when other people are in the car and I have to order for like 4 different people, I hate it. I have so much anxiety about it. Especially there was this one time where, okay, first of all, I was under the influence of things.
Oh no. You were driving?
Yes.
Shame. Get my bell. Shame.
I know.
Shame.
I went up to the drive-through and had to. The driving part wasn't the hard part. It was trying to formulate all of the words and remember all of the things I needed to remember to order. And I was like, I'm never ordering for you guys ever again.
See, we just when I was in high school and stuff, whoever the driver was, when we go through drive-through, we just yell out the window from the other side of the car. Because those speakers pick up a decent amount of speech even from further away. Like, it's definitely working at McDonald's for 9 years, yay. You hear more than people would think that you do. I've heard some conversations, let me tell you.
I still remember, like, back, because whenever we've been more people going through a drive-through, at least in my life, it has been meticulously planned what we're going to order before we get to the speaker, just because we do not want the
what
chaos.
Happened to me. Yeah. Like, oh, and don't forget this. Oh, and don't forget this.
Exactly. It was like, you know what? I'd rather have that instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not going back on your decision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like when I get into a queue, oh, there's a new lane opens up. I'm staying the fuck here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have committed.
Yep. I know that feeling.
Like, I just remember going to the drive-thru with like 3 other people. Like, yeah, we need 40 cheeseburgers and 50 packs of chili cheese tops. And she hung up on us. On McDonald's, she just hung up on us.
You call back, you're like, no, I was being serious.
No, we just sat there because we were dying. It was the funniest shit. And we could see a look out the fucking window, like, they're still here. She picked it up again. Are you serious? I'm like, yes!
That's amazing. That is so amazing. Like, how many of you were there out of curiosity? Was it just 4. The 4 of you?
Yeah.
Jeez.
But we were just like, we need a lot of shit because we're going to be up all night.
Oh, so it was a grazing session.
It was, because we weren't getting snacks. We're just getting cheeseburgers and chili cheese tops.
Are chili cheese tops like chili cheese tater tots or fries or something? What are they exactly?
It's like it's like fried cheese. So it's I think it's like a small piece of like dough with cheddar in it and little pieces of jalapenos.
Huh.
And then you fry them.
Okay, because when you say chili cheese, I think of like American chili where it's slow cooked with, potentially beans and meat and stuff. Like,
no, it's as basic as, we have put some sort of chili in there, so.
I wasn't thinking chili pepper. I was thinking,
exactly.
I was thinking like our type of chili, which is why I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's just small chopped pieces of jalapenos.
Okay. See, that sounds pretty good. I'm just sitting here thinking 50 packs of those, that would be messy as fuck if it was our chili.
Yes.
If that was our chili.
We didn't eat all of them that night. So we put some of them in the freezer, most of them in the freezer. Not freezer, fridge.
Wow.
And then we had breakfast, which was mainly chili cheese tops.
So how was that ass of fire the day after?
I was fine. At that point, I still had not experienced giving anal birth to the devil's least favorite son.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
That's Copenhagen's ass.
It is.
Wow. Oh. I was just thinking about, I wanted to hear your guys' background and stuff. So, like, you sound like you're confident when you go through a drive-thru and stuff like that, Simon. Like, you're good to go. But, like, it cracks me up that, like, the stuff you guys say, and I was like, oh, man, That was the bitch. And, like, unchanged to now. But, like, I was like, yeah, no, I've never had a problem picking up the phone and calling somebody. Although I have times where I can see my husband gets like physical anxiety from like, I'm like, just call and schedule like the vet visit or whatever else. And he's just like,
yep, that's me. Shaking
and
hands.
I'm like, the fuck's wrong with you? Just call and get it scheduled. I'm like, it doesn't, like, to me, like, I've never had a problem with it. Mm-hmm. So, like, I've heard of this anxiety, but I was like, I really want to hear what you guys, like, actually go through, because, like, I've never had it. And then, like, the whole drive-thru thing, I'm like, oh, listen, backseat people, and if you got to order longer than, like, a sentence, I'm rolling your window down. You can order too. I'm not doing that, but I'll take you through, and I'll confidently, oh, you don't want that? Excuse me, they don't want that anymore. But I was also that person who dealt with not necessarily phone things, but I had friends when I was younger who, I think they somewhat still have to this day, who were too nervous to return items to a store.
Oh.
Because of, like, potential, like, just interaction or judgment. And they'd be like, I don't know, they're just going to give me crap. I just need to return it. Like, the anxiety was so deep. And I would just come in, like, flop on the table and be like, we need to return this. Here's a receipt. Like, and I was like, I got shit to do. Like, I think my mind is always, I got shit to do. So I'm like, just get this processed and over with. I'm like, wait a minute. And I'm like, I have no background on this, on this anxiety. And I'm like, I really want to hear what it's like for you guys. I'm curious.
I mean, I know that, like, as a youngster, a teen, I used to be terrified of calling someone up for the first time unless they've actually texted me back. So I knew that the number was theirs. Then I started working retail, and, you know, calling and picking up the phone would be every day.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a needed cure. I couldn't exactly stand there in the store like, could you call up the customer? Oh, you're handling another customer right now in store? But yeah. I really do not want to.
Yeah, but it's funny you mention that. So conversely, a number that calls me, I don't know who they are, I'm like, go to hell, Satan. Like, I immediately send into voicemail. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you are, decline. I have learned to just, like, because on my phone, the side button can just instantly, no. And I'm real good at the instant nopes. Just not at all. But I think about it sometimes in a parallel universe. It's me calling about your extended auto warranty. But I am not picking up, right? So it's like, oh, Jesus. Half of me has it down. The other half is not so sure.
See, for me, like, when it's in a professional capacity, like, I had no problem answering the phone when I worked at McDonald's. I had no trouble answering the phone or calling customers when I worked at GameStop. I have no problem talking to other departments or branches when I, now at the credit union. But, like, I have this weird thing where I can disconnect the professional from the personal. Just like when I am helping friends out with their emotional situations, as long as it doesn't directly affect me. Yeah, right? As long as it doesn't directly affect me, it can be, tangentially affect me, and I'm still good to handle it, like, in a non-emotional way. But as soon as it does directly affect me, my emotions make me so irrational and anxiety-ridden and everything. So, like, same thing with phone calls. If it's professional, my brain's like, yeah, cool, we can do this. As soon as it's something to deal with myself, it's like, you thought you could make this phone call without, pacing around the house for a half hour beforehand and sweating your balls off? No.
I feel like I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was done.
I thought you were done. Okay. I feel like I've gotten better with it over time, but, like, I feel like because I'm listening to your guys' stories and wondering where that kind of comes from and stuff like that. And it's like, do you think that comes from the whole, like, don't talk to strangers?
Oh, looking for, like, the history of stuff? I don't know. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because, like...
Oh, go on.
Because, like, I feel like that would sort of... Thinking about it, I'm like, I think that would instill some sort of, like, fear or anxiety in a young kid where they're like, okay, now don't go talk to anybody because this, that, and the other might happen and da-da-da-da-da or whatever.
I've seen thoughts on that, but I've also seen ones where they say it was because, like, your parents did everything for you. So you never really had to have that experience of, like, calling somebody for yourself or like doing something on your own. And that's like 100% truth. My husband, like his mom took care of, still does take care of everything like in their house. Like he never had to call to make a doctor's appointment or refill a prescription or make an appointment or insert anything you have to call about, right? Like he never had to do that. So I think like when you're suddenly like, oh yeah, you're an adult, time for you to do it. It's like,
when I became of age, my mom was very quickly to be like, make your own appointments.
Yeah.
Set up your own prescriptions, do all that stuff. Because I already, as a kid, I don't know where the whole like ordering fear came from or something like that. But like, and I think that's getting better. But I feel like as a kid, I was kind of always the person, my mom sent me to the gas station to go pick up things. My mom sent me to the movie store to go pick up rentals, and like I would ride my bike to these different places across town, and
I used to do that
like,
too.
I would go to the grocery store when one opened up and ride my bike there and sling the bag over my handlebars and drive home or ride my bike home. So like doing that sort of thing, I guess I was used to, you know. And then my brother would tag along. My brother was always, I feel like maybe that's why he's so shy, because even when he went with me, I would handle everything because I was used to handling everything, and I'm the big brother. And he's not like that. He's like completely opposite of me. He's super shy and stuff. So I don't know.
I think part of mine comes from the fact that there were times in my childhood where I'd try to call a friend and I definitely dialed the wrong number. So you get this random stranger on the other end and you're like, is Erica home? And they're just like, Erica doesn't live here. And they're just fucking mean to you. And like, clearly you're a kid because your voice is a little bit, you know, higher pitch and everything. And like fucking, they're mean to you. And I think that has a lot to do with it, you know, because you just like hit one wrong number. And you don't know it because now it's like, oh, you can look at your phone and go, oh, I dialed a 4 instead of a 5. Back in the day when we were kids, you know, back in my day, you didn't have digital displays that told you what numbers you were dialing because we were on a landline. We were on a fucking house phone.
Yeah.
So, like, you're like, did I dial wrong or do I just have the wrong number?
Right.
So then you're afraid to call again in case it is the wrong number. So...
yeah.
I think that's
and then you successfully call the number and you're on the wall phone and you have that 60-foot cord.
Yep.
That you just kind of go around.
Jump rope the house with.
Yeah. I'd always sit there with like, because it was always like spirally, and I'd always sit there and like stretch it out and then let it like boing.
Oh yeah.
My ADD showed early.
I was thinking about like I've done that same thing with Cordi where I've called the wrong number, but I think I know why now. No one was meaner than my dad, so I was like, oh okay, you're being asked today too. Have a good day, fucker. Like I mean, because no one was worse than my dad was like Joe Jackson level anger, and so I'm like, not a single person is gonna be above his level of. So I've seen it. If you're here, even though you might be tough, you ain't here. Have a good day, sir. like, what were you saying, crybaby down there?
I think the best, like, wrong number I've ever done when calling someone up was because my manager wrote down the wrong number to a customer who'd ordered wallpaper. So I'm calling up who is, for the sake of the story, going to be named Elsa.
Okay.
Exactly.
Let it go.
And we just had to let her go. Because I didn't have the actual number. So what ended up happening is I call up and I get this very broken English in my ear saying, you've called the Korean embassy. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm here now. Like, do you have an Elsa working there? I'm like, no, we don't. All right, got the wrong number then. You have a good day.
What was that?
I can't even do that.
I'm sorry. I need a repeat.
I can't.
Oh my god. Capitalize on that.
Was,
Amazing.
Hold on. Do it again. I need to see your mouth do it. That sounds really weird. That's weird.
So
You
what
like
I did
go.
was, like,
Sorry.
I tell my manager that, like, you wrote down the wrong number. Like, that's the Korean embassy. And she's like, no, I wrote down the right number. Proceeds to call, immediately hangs up. She hears it's like some Asian dude on the other end. Getting a little bit confused at this point.
You're like, sorry, sir, she didn't believe me that this was the wrong number.
Right?
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
You're like, thanks.
Oh my
Because God forbid she makes a mistake.
I mean, in talking about your manager, yeah, that's her
On
mentality.
Pretty on brand.
On
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But no, speaking of that though, kind of rolls into a little bit of like stuff of like things that you've only like read and like not really like checked out on your own or like seen. So like I've been guilty of fucking up numbers before. I think we all have been guilty of fucking up numbers. But have you ever fucked up a word? Like,
Of course.
like you've only read it and then you see it later and someone uses it like in actual, or you try to use it like in conversation, and it's like the worst train wreck, and everyone around you knows you're saying it wrong, but you feel so cool because you just learned this new word in a book you're reading like last night. You're like, oh my god, I'm gonna use it. Yeah, no, I know, sweetheart, we're on the same train.
Every fucking English word I've ever learned.
Yeah, it's I mean, honestly, and when I do learn a word and I learn how to say it, I like almost over obsess about it. Like I remember learning like abhor is hate. You should, I think from like 5th to 8th grade, I was like, oh, I know that behavior is so abhorrent. I abhor. I tried to use abhor in every single sentence or like cool piece of conversation. Because like I'm so
I'm cultured.
I'm so cultured.
Now, do you think
High
you wanted
society.
to use it because it had horror in it? Is that the real reason you wanted to use it?
Not
Or
really.
were you
'cause
thinking about
I
abs?
wasn't in my prime yet, right? So I didn't even know about that.
Mm.
But like I thought I was like the most well-read, most well-literatured on my block. And I mean, like I would learn other cheesy words, but I feel like, you know, high school, college kind of taught me I didn't know shit. But like, but I just for the longest time, like I didn't even think of like a word. Like I know I always fucked up Wednesday, and I always continue to fuck up Wednesday. Because if I'm going too fast, I'm like Wednesday, and I'm like, there's no extra. Where am I putting that N in it? Where'd the N come from?
That
Like,
N doesn't exist
like-
when you say it.
Oh my god. And it's weird because I'm like, oh, that's not what I thought it was gonna be. Or like anything wrong, like any sort of like word that had multi-syllabic words were always hard for me, especially if they had like hard consonants too. And you were like, I don't know how to say X, Y, or Z, or even like root words like in medical or medicine, like dermatology or something like that. It doesn't have to matter like what it is. Like when you break down the roots, you're like, oh, that makes sense. But as a kid, you're like, that thing. And I thought the best thing was I've heard lately is people not knowing how to say grotesque. And they say grotesque. And I was like, what? But if you haven't said it out loud and you've only read it, you know what I mean? If there are certain things where you're like, where do you learn the KQ, right? Where do you learn the differences? Because some things you would say sort of like a K kind of thing to it. How do you learn that without hearing it? So it's really interesting to hear that. And then I think it was a TikTok, and then someone was saying Tupperware, and it was TUB.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like Tupperware,
I-
Tupperware.
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, sorry, what'd you just say? He goes, Tupperware. He goes, what's the first word? Tub. He goes, wrong. Like, it's
I remember. Yeah.
Tupperware. And he's like, like the today years old look on their face. And it was like, yeah. Because I mean, I am curious. Do you guys have any words you've done like that forever?
Go for it.
Yeah, please. You probably have a literature. Go ahead.
For the longest time, I didn't say preference. I said preference.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So
And
different
I had-
accent.
I said it wrong, and I had a very particular Brit in my ear going, "You're saying it wrong." Well, fucking correct me, you dumbass.
Right.
Let me just call you out on it. And
Tell
then
me how to
leave.
say it.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a bunch of ones that even native English speakers fuck up. Like, supposedly is supposedly, not supposably. There's no B in that word or anything.
Or supposedly.
Thank you, Simon. We needed that right now. Just right up our ass.
I'm going to ask you about talking about something specific. People often use Pacific because they can't quite get this.
Yeah.
Well, Pacifically, it's an ocean. Where are you going with this? Specifically, is where I need you to go. And I have people who I'm like
Pacifically, no, Atlantic.
It's so hard when that happens in the workplace too, because like your mind's like mentally correcting them, like you can't say it because like you would probably be fired. Because like, you're just like don't be that dick, don't be that dick. You're like, but I want to. You're not using it correctly.
Or like when they say like specially. Just be like, especially, like, yeah.
Yeah. It's that first letter they just can't seem to, like,
Yeah.
Smash him with the rest of it.
For me, though, when it was reading, it was always names. Like,
but
okay,
names are a little different.
I know, but here's a question. How did you, when you read the name Hermione and Harry Potter.
I heard about that.
When you read the name Hermione, how did you read it? Did you read it Hermione? Because I didn't read it Hermione. When I heard the name in the movie or in the video game, I don't remember which one I came up first. I was like, oh, that's how you say her name?
See, for me, for me, it was, I don't remember how I thought of pronouncing it before the fourth book, because in the fourth book, she actually, like, sounds it out to Victor.
Yeah.
So that's how I learned how to do it, because that was, I think that I read that book before the first movie came out or before I watched the first movie. So, like, I hadn't heard it yet, and once I saw it written out, phonetically, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I read it phonetically, I'm like, oh, I've been saying that wrong, but I don't remember how I used to.
I remember how I used to say it.
I'm dying. Good.
Like Hermione or something like that.
I mean, that would make sense if I hadn't heard it before. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But the minute you said names issue, all I could think it was Aaron Balake.
Pre-Zand.
Yes.
But listen, I'm Danish. We said it differently already.
Oh, no.
The thing is, we always, as like kids, when we read the book, we were like, Hermione.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Which then the Danish...
What was that?
Hermione.
Oh, wow.
Now, that sounds like some kind of STD. And the Danish, like the Danish translations of those movies, the dubs, they didn't help, because those dumbasses still call her that. So in every translation, it's just... Ah!
Oh, no.
Oh, that's... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does remind me of, there was something some years ago, I think Disney did it like on some award show or something, but it was, I think because Frozen got so many awards, it was like, I think there was like a Frozen on Ice or a Frozen whatever, but they had like the Elsas in the different languages. And just hearing people like say like certain things, like they were all different multicultural Elsas, and it was gorgeous. But like hearing them say things like, let it go as an example.
Yeah.
Like, let it go. And it was like, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, close. You're like, hard left. Not say let it go. You were like, wait whoa, what? I'm sorry. Usually it was like the hard languages, like German. German's just angry. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, Germany. But then, you just, I don't know why everything has to be so like, forceful when they're talking. It doesn't get better when they sing. There's things like that where you're just like, what did you say? Like, what was the name? And I'm like, that's so different. How is that the pronunciation? No.
I mean, the Danish pronunciation was different in both sound and meaning. Because in Danish they sing let it ski, which translates not to let it go, but to let it happen.
Oh, perfect. Oh, I'm definitely watching that later.
Did it happen?
Yes!
Fuck.
That's not
That's
2021
so
approved.
terrible.
I just imagine I've never seen Frozen in my life, so here's my 3-second, like, mini short movie trailer. It's just someone smashing snow and ice into someone's face. Let it happen. Let it happen.
Just let it happen.
Happen. That'd be great. Oh, Disney X murder. Oh my God. Yes, please.
But then there's also me, who pronounces things incorrectly by accident all the fucking time.
Is it intentional?
No.
Or is it one of those things where, like, you know how it's supposed to be said, but you remember hearing people fuck it up, so your mind switches it with how people fucked it up, and then that's what you say?
I'm not even sure if that's the case, because this usually happens while I'm streaming or when I'm super tired. Like,
Yeah.
I just
Right
stumble
there.
over... Yeah, right there. I just stumble over my fucking words all the goddamn time. There's a reason I have that emote, words are hard, because I can't fucking speak to save my life when I need to. Just, there have been times where I forget the word halfway through speaking it, too. And that really fucks with me. That really fucks with me, because I start the word and I'm like, and then I have to figure out a different word to replace it with, because I just can't. I just can't.
Meanwhile, Cordy's brain, software update, initiate.
Yeah.
Do-do.
Just like when my computer's like, hey, let's download this update while you're in the middle of playing a game and streaming. Like, no, you wait until I'm idle, thank you.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Nah, fam. That's
It's like,
not how that works.
it's like, how about now?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you wanted to do this thing that you've been looking forward to forever. How about I give you this? This is the
Right,
gift
right.
of slow internet because I'm deciding to download things. So enjoy trying to fight with me over this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's even worse when it's out of your control.
Yeah.
Like, sorry. I was about to say, like, when Twitch has an issue.
Yeah.
It's not your internet, and it's Twitch, and you're like...
But you're not sure it's not your internet because
Right, yeah.
you're trying to figure out what the problem is and you haven't checked Twitter.
Yeah, you haven't checked Twitter, but then you're like, oh, well, everything else is working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you going
I
to say,
could watch
Simon?
Netflix.
Oh, I blanked.
Oh.
Sorry.
Zoom.
Zero.
It jumped the track, turned to 180, and is gone.
I was gonna be very profound, poetic, and well spoken.
Press F to doubt.
Were you though?
Well, you will never know for sure.
There is no way to know what was going to be said.
All we know is that the cake is a lie.
How dare you?
Oh, shit.
Soylent
Cake
Green is
alive.
people.
Oh, whoa.
The cringe.
I regret nothing.
That wasn't even. Where did that even come from?
It just, it was a moment of silence, and I was like, I can fill this void.
That's what he said.
But why?
Oh, just because it gets a reaction out of you. I thought I might spark your memory from a minute ago. So
No.
no, nothing. Okay, I wanted to get the brain working again.
It's
you know?
it's not good, man. And who speak is horror. It's just horror.
I don't
I
know.
would just
if
like
they-
to let you know
I don't know
that
if
there's
our. Oh, go ahead.
no. But I'd just like to let you know that there's a secret command on my channel that woos every single word.
Oh my
Every
god.
single word. Yeah. I'm very
I need to
somehow
find
made
this.
it.
I need to
Yeah.
find this just so I can. No,
I'm gonna guess it has something to do with Chris Evans. I'm gonna start there.
Mm-mm.
yeah.
No? Okay.
No.
Trem actually popped a bit
Trem.
thing for and there was TTS and it was like all uwu speak. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
I
hate
laughed
it.
so
cannot-
hard. Well, afterwards he's like, I regret. He said, I regret nothing, and then he's like, oh, I hated that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, like I anybody knows about the adult baby kink?
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry,
I
what?
Right.
You don't
Like,
know about
there's
adult
a-
baby kink?
But
ties
that's not what it
together.
is.
I was going to say,
Listen.
it's not my thing, but I know of it.
Sometimes you slide into Danish accent so hard when you're thinking something really fast that I don't parse what you said. So you said adult baby kink, correct?
Yes.
Okay, because you said it so fast, your Dane gets very high, like your accent. So I was like, what'd you say? Like, slow down a second here. Because it's not like adult baby kink. It's insert accent here. Faster. Somewhat, I guess.
Because
Where
it's
are we
whenever I
going with
hear
that?
it's whenever when I hear the uwu speak,
Yeah.
I fully imagine like a 40-something dude balding in an adult diaper sitting on the floor going, "Oh, notices your bushy. And it's just
Okay, so
I cannot.
moving on. I'm not gonna touch that. It was a whole lot of where did you get that specific piece to be like, that's where I'm attaching.
I have seen
uwu.
cursed videos on YouTube, okay?
Cursed. Very cursed from the sound of it. Like, you've
Yeah.
seen some shit.
And some things like I'm a little scared about it. Okay, well, no woo. There we go.
No woo?
No woo.
No.
No woo. No. No.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Whoa.
No.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh my god! I was just thinking of like because you did it with that sound. I was thinking
Yeah.
of Du hast, but with uwoos.
Du
Yeah. Ooh.
hast. Oh, look, if they committed to it and made an uwu version of that song, that would have been hilarious just because they committed.
Oh, grandma.
Oh, no.
That's even better. Yes.
No.
I love that.
It's time for grandma. Time for grandma.
Grandma.
Ooh, grandma.
No more uwu, child bitch.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes. Thank
So
you.
there's,
Perfect.
yeah, people aren't going to necessarily understand what we're referencing.
Just Google Flamingo grandma.
But no, look up it's Marc Rebillet and it's I'm a Flamingo and I enjoy. Streamless Podcast recommends this video wholeheartedly.
Yes.
Enjoy.
3/4.
Yeah, 3/4.
Oh, only
3/4.
3/4?
How
Yeah, you knew
Yeah.
dare.
We showed him one time afterwards, and he's like, "What the fuck? That's dumb."
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the three of us are over here rocking out to it.
Record scratch. The majority of Streamless endorses this
Time for
video.
grandma.
Oh, that's so funny, Josh. I didn't think you were on the outs of that. No, well.
Damn.
Yeah, it's kind of
Sure am.
sad.
Oh, man.
No.
We are not united on that front.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
I am not okay.
I'm sorry
How
to
can-
let you all
I'm
down
not
once again.
okay. I'm
It is
not
what-
Not okay. Oh my god, I can't believe you're doing that.
Letting
Yes.
people down is my superpower. So
Oh,
No, we're just
that's my
gonna-
useless superpower. Yeah.
3 episodes later, I got it, guys.
Do you need a hug?
Do I need a hug? I need a lot of shit.
Oh my god.
I think
can't
we
believe
all need a lot of shit.
Yes.
I need to get laid. That's what I need really bad.
Yeah.
I need confidence. I said, I need confidence. Whoa.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Don't even start again. No. No, you are poking the bear.
Yeah, intentionally because the bear has the best reactions when I do it.
Hold up, Simon,
me.
could you do that again?
And Josh is gone.
I don't know.
I don't know
happened?
why.
Why?
He found it incredibly sexy then. Okay. He
Okay.
had to go take care of something. It was
Is
quick,
it funny
though,
that
so...
you heard him pretty clearly from like across the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
planet of his
yeah.
room? Like, hello?
I'm thinking about his upstairs neighbor.
He's fine. He's
It's
used
too
to it.
late to
He's just sitting there
apologize.
watching X-Files. All of a sudden,
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
No. He's watching Lucifer, not X-Files.
Oh my God, Lucifer. Thank God for that show.
Lucifer.
No, bad.
Bad.
Mr. Lucifer.
Yeah.
So that's like saying, what seems to be the officer problem? What are you
Yes.
doing? It's Lucifer.
It's not how high are you, it's hi, how are you?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I swear to drunk, I'm not God.
God damn it.
No.
I'm not witty enough to come up with anything else that's what I drop, so I'm like,
I'm not as think. What's the lyric from the Panic at the Disco song? I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
Actually, that's an old joke from like the Rat Pack era.
Oh yeah.
Like we're talking Dean Martin, and Frank Sinatra and that whole group. Like that's the things you learn when you work with a tribute artist.
Yeah.
Cordy, I'm worried if like any of our younger generation will know anything about that.
Look up Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. Listen to a couple songs.
The Rat Pack?
Frankie
Or are you talking about the
boy.
Brat Pack?
No, the Rat
Rat
Pack.
Pack.
We're talking
like Breakfast
old-
Club?
No, not Brat Pack. We're talking Rat Pack.
What is in the Rat Pack? Remind me.
They're
Remind
a
me.
group of
Just
three.
remind me.
It's a three or four singers from God. I don't even know what decade that is right now because my mind is blown. The Frank Sinatra era. It's like Fly Me to the Moon.
Oh, okay.
Type that type of crooners.
Among the stars.
But there were like three or four different singers who, were really close and they were known as the Rat Pack. Like they'd open for each other or guest on each other's performances and stuff all the time. They were just like really tight knit. And
according to Wikipedia, it consisted of Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr.,
That was it. Sammy
Peter
Davis
Lawford,
Jr.
Joey Bishop, and Shirley MacLaine.
Oh,
Shirley MacLaine.
I didn't know Shirley was included with that. Okay.
Yeah.
I did.
She might have been a later
I
version.
know of those people. Obviously, I just didn't know they were clumped together in a group.
Ah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
but they were like
Yeah.
together, like really good friends.
Like we're together, right?
Yeah.
Like we're all
Yeah.
independent streamers, but like we're together for this.
And
So,
occasionally
yeah, like
we'll be
that.
on each other's streams. We'll play games with each other or go visit each other and play games on their stream type
Oh,
thing.
what are we gonna call our pack?
Streamless.
We'll
There's
figure
more than
something
just
out.
us, though.
But
The Cabbage Pack.
the Cabbage Pack.
Cabbage Patch.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if I can live up to that amount of hype.
I can't even.
Badge.
The Cabbage
My
Pack.
It's gotta be.
My
It's gotta be
mind's
something
like-
super 90s.
My
Oh,
mind's
God.
like, are we Cabbage Patch Kids or Garbage Pail Kids?
We're Garbage
I feel-
Pail Kids.
I feel like the two of us would be Garbage
What?
Pail Kids, and I'm not sure about. You've got Google, Simon. You can go look it up.
What?
Yeah,
Garbage
do
Pail
it.
Kids.
We need to hear
What's
this
it?
live.
Garbage.
Pail.
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 It's gonna be something super 90s that everybody loves.
I don't think anyone loved anything exclusively from the 90s. Everyone was just like, I
Tamagotchis.
liked it. Huh?
Tamagotchis,
Eh.
Pokemon, Power Rangers.
I mean, the only
For the sweet
reason
moves.
the only reason I liked Power Rangers was because one of my friends down the street, their parents let them watch it, so I'd go over there and watch it there because my parents wouldn't let me watch it at home because it was too violent.
Did you know that in a lot of the combat scenes of Power Rangers, they like the original Mighty Morphin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually the Japanese
the-
actors.
Yeah.
and the Pink Ranger's a dude.
No, the Yellow
In the
Ranger's a dude.
Japanese. Is it the Yellow Ranger?
Yeah, Yellow Ranger's a dude. The only girl was the Pink Ranger because that's why she was
That's
the only one
true,
that had the
that's
skirt.
true.
Yeah.
I had my colors
Mm-hmm.
mixed up.
Do you know your colors, Simon?
I fucking hope so, seeing as I sell them.
That was the point.
That would be the best punked moment. Oh my god. The returns counter. This isn't what I ordered. Yeah, That's yellow. Sir, this is green. That's yellow. See? Yellow. And I can just see you explaining it like on the board. And they're like,
How I found out
green.
I was colorblind.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You better have your exact color code ready, otherwise this shit's gonna be fucked up.
Man, I stopped watching that show when Kimberly left. Fucking Catherine. Get out of here. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
see, I only watched, I guess, the first season because I don't remember much aside from Rita, and that's it.
Did you at least see the Green Ranger shenanigans?
Nope.
The shenanigans?
We could be Ninja Turtles.
No.
Damn.
Oh, you don't want to be a ripped.
Come on.
But they've
We
got
eat pizza
massive
and
schlongs.
Kick ass. I mean,
No, I'd rather be the shark dudes.
Street sharks?
Yeah.
I never watched
Pillow.
Street Sharks.
Yeah, same.
I just had them, and I had names for all of them that was not remotely what they were named in the series.
Why
Please
does
tell
that
me-
not surprise me?
Please tell me you guys heard of big bad Beetleborgs.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Nope.
Sorry.
Big
We could be
nope.
Pogs.
Cubics.
We could be
Nope.
Pogs.
No.
Pogs.
Big
Slammer.
pog.
I had a big ass fucking metal slammer. I probably still
Yeah.
do somewhere packed away. God knows where though. Actually, I think I know where. 'Cause I
Those things
packed
like
it again.
rose and then died. Like it was a Pogs. And then gone forever.
Well, that's pretty much what a fad is, to be honest.
Yeah.
It gets super popular super quick, and then it's like, ha! You thought, nope, this is not a sustainable
Like, remember-
thing.
Remember when McDonald's sold the
Beanie
yo-yos?
Babies? Oh,
Yo-yos.
yeah.
They sold like automatic yo-yos. They were like more mechanical or whatever.
Yeah, they had
and
the
they
ball
would, like-
bearings in them.
Yeah. And they would like stick at the bottom and then go back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking a dog, Jacob Slater, stuff like
Or those
I-
little like music player things that had like Britney Spears and NSYNC on
Hit
them.
clips.
Hit clips. Oh
Yeah.
shit! We yelled. Yes, I remember hit clips.
That was a Christmas gift from my aunt. And
I was
like, I
always-
hated it because, it's only like a 30-second little bloop of the song.
Exactly.
It was more than Total Request Live. Okay.
And
You got a point.
and it was annoying because one of the Britney Spears ones, that was when like Oops, I Did It Again came out.
Yeah.
And that hit clips thing had a sort of remixed version of Oops, I Did It Again. And I loved that, but I could never listen to it because like you don't want to take you had to, if you wanted to like play, like nowadays you have everything right here.
Yeah, right on your
Yeah.
phone.
On your phone, yeah.
Whereas like now it's like, or before it was, I have a Game Boy Color. Now I have to switch to this. Now I have to switch to that. And
They were.
oh man, I just brought back some bad memories.
No, you're speaking of, you got a good point though, because like what we have today is like our universal remote for everything, right?
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
like back then we had to it was literally switch.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder what happened to all those dead electronics. But anyway, switch. Because we used to have things like little Tiger electronic things too. You remember those little bad boys? That the
Yeah.
up, down, left, right, a couple of buttons, but it was a little screen and stuff. Like I had those things too, amongst other stuff. Yeah.
There are collectors out there that collect that shit. There are people who restore it. There are YouTube videos, I know because Jesse watches them, of people repairing it. Like, oh, hey, look, it turns on, the batteries work fine, but the left, right don't work. The quote unquote AB. I know it's like for the Tiger electronics, it's
It
like
is. Yeah, it is.
whatever.
Left,
It's not
right, yeah.
AB, it's just like two random buttons. And like they're like, well, this doesn't work. Here, let's open it up. They flip it over, they take it apart, they go, okay, it looks like there's a little water damage here, or like, oh, it looks like the soldering let go, they resolder. Like, there's whole ass fucking videos on how to do this shit. And it's amazing.
Crazy. Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
can find almost anything on YouTube nowadays. Look at us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just saying. I mean, no, I saw someone do that the other day with like, I think it wasn't even something like that old, but similar aging, and they're like, oh, yep, okay, well, it seems like we're not getting charged here, so let's see where the short is. They literally went circuit by circuit to figure out
Yep.
where it was fried on the board, ripped it out, resoldered it, and replaced it,
Mhm.
and made sure, like, okay, retesting, yep, voltage here, blah, 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 and other problems, turned it over, turned it on, the thing just booted up, and I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, I expected it to boot up, right? Because my mind is like, if it's all fixed,
They make it look so easy.
Yeah, they do.
that,
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
that, and I'm like, oh, But my mind goes, here's my credit card. Here's my stuff. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I don't want to learn it. Thank you very much.
Well, like, not to out my mom or anything like that, but like my mom went in and modded the original Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like, so
cross that little tape line of no going back.
Yeah, and she went in and soldered the thing in there like herself.
Nice.
And I was like, wow, Mom, that's kind of awesome. You did that all by yourself, and then we were able to like put a disc in.
Yeah.
And then it would install the disc, copy it onto the system, and then we could just take it back to the video store.
Listen. Your mom was that clever gift, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
tap, tap, tap.
That's like,
she was like, how can I save money?
Yeah.
Kids.
She was still in the mode of like, we're going to rent movies from the video store. I have one VCR to do this and the other one to record it. And then
Listen, she was in her own side hustle, and I appreciate it. She was straight killing it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But then wait, no, because that shit passed down to you. Do you remember us talking about this in season 1? You talked about how you had this Pokemon thing where you would glitch it and you would duplicate the eggs. Or the ones. So that shit just dropped right down to, from tree to apple. Like, all right, I got it.
Yeah.
Mom. Let me continue to cheat the system here.
Right. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because then I did the same thing with my Wii.
Yeah. See, look, it just continued. I'm loving it. That was great.
You're such a rascal.
I am.
Such a rascally rascal. Look at you. Let me scratch the head. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. That was great. That's beautiful.
Whoa.
Okay?
Yeah, are you okay, Simon?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hooked on a feeling.
Da, 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 da.
Hi, I'm believing.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Nice. That's amazing.
Lips are sweet. Skin.
Yes. This is perfect. Well,
oh my lord.
Oh my Lanta. Thank you.
Oh my
for today.
Lanta.
If we had to find your lyrical, beautiful voice, Simon, where can we find you on social media?
I'm on Twitch as Lazy Warriors, and Twitter, and Instagram, and no, Twitter is Warriors Lazy.
He almost had it.
Oh, I think this is the first time you've tripped up all season.
No, last time.
Oh, okay. So it's just getting progressively worse. I see.
Don't give him credit.
All right, hold on.
Instagram and TikTok, Lazy Warriors. Same on Twitch. Warriors Lazy on Twitter.
There you go.
There you go, bud. How about you, Cordy?
Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Cordelia Chase, Cordilia Chase.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Clean. Joshy, where can we find you?
You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch as JosherXD, and you can also find me over on Twitter as the JosherXD. I'm the JosherXD.
The
There's
one
no
and
other
only.
one. There's
I
just
am
me.
the one.
The one and only.
The one.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You
Rhenvi.
know what? Sorry.
And
I
Rhenvi,
can't
where can we
sing.
find you?
I'm just gonna drop Twitter because that's easiest for all involved, and that's Renegade G. It's RHENE with a capital G on the end, and it'll link to everything from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what that was. I'm not
All
sure what happened to
right,
my
there's
voice
that. And you lovely, lovely, lovely listeners out there, if you want to get a hold of us, we have a Twitter that is, see, look at me fucking things up. God damn it, Simon. We have Twitter, StreamlessP, it's capital P. We have a email, which is streamlesspod@gmail.com. So feel free to reach out and hang out with us. Send us any thoughts, any ideas, any questions, any concerns, any feedback.
Yes.
Or if you want to send us some beautiful art, perhaps of an apocalyptic Cordy with some bagpipes, let us know.
Check season 1 for details.
Right? Until next time, See you guys later.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
I forget you can do this forever. Help! I hate it here. Oh my god, goodbye.
I win.
For fuck's sake.